Hello, I'm Rod Brown, the owner of Fresh Start Credit Repair. And today I want to come on here and on this webinar to show you how to dispute your own information off your credit report. A lot of clients that come to my company, they want me to do it, but a lot of times they don't have the finances to pay for it. And a lot of them, they want to learn it themselves. So I'm doing this course to show you how to do it yourself. And it's a step-by-step webinar of how to get from A to Z. And also at the end of this course, I'll show you a link to where you can get all the letters and everything that you need to do your own credit. So let's get started. So this course is based upon gathering data from a lot of my clients telling me that they want to do their own credit. So that's why I'm putting this course together. So the number one step that you need to do is you can't fix what you don't see. All right. You can't fix what you don't see. So you have to begin by requesting your free annual credit reports from all three major bureaus. And the website, as you see, the website's up there. You can get it free one every 3 years. Every year, I'm sorry. You can get your annual score once for free every year. And so that's the website. You can write that down if you need to. The second way I'll tell you how to do it is, and it's best when you're trying to dispute the information of your credit, is using a creditor monitoring system. What the creditor monitoring system does is it has all three of your bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, side by side. So basically, say you go to Identity IQ, it's a dollar trial to actually take a look at your credit report. You pulled your credit report. Now it's only $1. So now you cancel it on the next day, or you go to Smart Credit. Do the same thing. You can cancel the next day. So you only get charged $1 for looking at your scores, and it has all your three scores. All your three reports line by line. So that's one way I prefer to use when disputing my client's credit report. So you can use the same thing. Go to Identity IQ or Smart Credit. Or if you feel like you just want to go to the annual, do that way. But for me, if you're trying to dispute your credits and your clients or yourself, your information, go to Identity IQ or Smart Credit. So because you got to pull your information, you got to look over your credit. And what you do when you pull your credit, you go line by line and you find those errors. Because what we do as a credit repair company, we look at each line and we see the difference. So this account might say, on this date, 3/1/2017, the next one might say 3/2/2018. So that's a discrepancy. So now you can say, okay, on this date, you reported that on this date, but this date says this. That's an error. So that's how you define the information to dispute on someone's credit. So pull your credit. The first step is pulling your credit, getting the information that you need so you can go to the next level. The next thing that we do is we freeze the 4 secondary bureaus, credit bureaus. Not Equifax, not TransUnion, not Experian. These 4 houses your information. See, a lot of people don't know about these 4. LexisNexis, StageScreen, CoreLogic, Innovis. People don't know about these because nobody never told you. But I'm giving you the gold, because when you freeze days, they stop the TransUnion, the Equifax, and the other credit bureau from pulling this information. So they pull it from LexisNexis. Because that's who houses all of your information. If you look at LexisNexis, it has your whole history. your whole history of things in LexisNexis, Innovis, StageScream. And this is how you do it. I got the links up here. So when you opt out of your, when you freeze your credit, you can opt out. Write these links down, or you can go back and rewatch this video. But for StageScream, you have to actually call them to get it freeze. You have to, and the numbers up there for you. Or for LexisNexis, Innovis, and CoreLogic, you can call do it online. But StageScream, you have to call them. But this is very important because everything's tied to these 4 credit bureaus, not TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. They're not tied to them. They're tied to these 4 right here, right here. These are the most powerful ones you got. You have to freeze these ones, because what happens is the credit bureau goes in and pulls the information from these, but when they don't have nothing to pull, guess what happens? They have 30 days to respond to the information, that the stuff that you send to the credit bureau. If they don't respond, it has to be deleted. So we want to freeze these to make it so they don't have nothing to respond to. This is one of the tips that the credit repair company won't tell you that we do to get negative information off your credit. But I'm giving you the secret sauce because I want you to win at life. I want your finances to be, especially your personal finance, I want it to be in a place where you can win. You can go out there and buy nice cars, buy nice houses. I want you to win. So this is the second step. This third step is what we do is how we do it is we look on your credit report. Look on your credit report and look at all your personal information. Your full name, make sure all that's correct. Your current address, phone numbers, date of birth. If these stuff are not correct, you gotta dispute them. And I tell you why you dispute personal information. That's the first thing you dispute. And I have these letters inside my kit. The reason why you dispute personal information is because your address is tied to negative bills. So when you correct that bill or that negative name, they might say your name is John L. Smith. They might have John R. Smith or John L. Green for your name. So now you dispute, my name is John L. Smith. Then you look at your date of birth. They might got you born in 1978, but you born in 1979. That's an error. Your personal information are attached to negative accounts. So once you remove them, now the credit bureau has to not respond and delete that information off your credit. So it's very important that you do this. Don't skip this step. This is a very important step to getting your credit back in shape. It's a very important step. Very important. Freeze your accounts. Then you come and you dispute. You do a verification letter saying, okay, my personal information is wrong on my credit report. So you look on line by line on your personal credit, go to your personal information, line by line, and see all the errors. See all the errors. See all the errors. So do this. This is very important. The third step, the next step, after you waited 10 days after you send off your personal letters, validation letter, now we're going to start our first round of disputing. And what we have here is what a lot of companies use, we use a 609 letter to dispute. And this letter is like an investigation letter. I want to investigate why this error is reporting on my credit. I want to investigate why you have these dates not correct on my credit. I need this investigated. And I need to hear from you. And if you don't respond to me with the proper information, delete this off my credit. All these letters are in my kit. Delete this negative information off my credit. Delete it. It's not, you tell them in the letter, it's not right. Because everything that the credit bureau reports on your credit has to be 100% accurate. Just saying, when you look on your credit, TransUnion, Equifax, they have to be reporting the same thing. They can't report anything different. If it's different, it's an error. So you want to see, when you find the reason, as you look down your credit, you find the reason, okay, these 2 dates are wrong. So my last day of activity is wrong. So you put that in for your reason for dispute. The last day of activity is wrong. So now what you do is you go and you dispute that. Now you got to say, I want you to investigate. Why are you reporting this? I need an investigation. And they got to respond back in 30 to 45 days. They got to respond back. They got to respond back. So now, if they don't respond back, it has to be deleted. It has to be deleted. So now, what if they say they respond back and say, it's been verified that the investigation shows that these errors, this account is yours, but it still has an error? That's when you go to your second round of dispute. And you ask them, how did you verify this account? Because see, now we want to know, what is the method of you verifying? You saying it's correct, right? And I'm looking at it saying it's wrong. What method did you use to get this? I need, and what our letter say is, you ask them questions like, I need the signatures of when I signed this. I need to know the address. I need to know, how did you verify it? I need to know the original collector. I need to know my true balance. What was my balance? Because now you want them to dig for information, to ask them, how did they verify this information? I need to know why are you still having this thing is correct? You verified it as being my account, and it is not accurate. Your credit has to be 100% accurate. 3 out of 5 credit reports have errors on it. That's why credit repair companies are still in business, because there's so much errors that's on people's credit that, people just let die because they don't check their credit and they don't get, like, say, professional help, someone to help them. But I want to show you this video to help you get through this process of disputing your own information. Disputing your own information. So that second round you do is, how did you verify this account? All right. Now, say they respond back, say they don't get no response at all the second round. You don't hear nothing from them. So you send a non-response letter. You respond that you didn't respond back to me. What's going on? I need to know, because the credit bureau, they like to play games. They like to play games. So you got to get to that place and say, you know what? They didn't respond to me. Something's wrong. Nope. I'm going to send a letter back. No response letter. Another letter you can send in the second round is, I need a investigation. You can send this a third time. Third round. It's when they verified your account and it remains on your credit. You can do this a second or third round. Hey, no, this is wrong. I need you to look back over it again, because now you're putting in the work. Now you're going to put some stuff in the letter where now you're saying, okay, so do this. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to take you to court because you're reporting some incorrect information. It's incorrect on my credit report. They argue you can use a verification letter. That's for proof. Provide with the proof. Provide with all the proof that you have that says this count is 100% accurate. Then you go to the bureau warning letter. And you don't hear from him. You tell them you're filing a suit against them if they don't respond. Hey, I'm going to sue you if you don't give me my proper information. You can do that. That's just in your power. You can file a complaint with the Business Better Bureau. It's so many things that you can do because it's against the law for them to put negative things on your credit report. And another thing you do, say for late payments. Say you were with this company for a couple of months, say Capital One, you were paying good all the time. The coronavirus hit, you got laid off. So now you got 1 or 2 missed late payments. We got in the software, and it's another step you can use, a goodwill letter, where you say, I've been in good standing, but man, I just came on hard times. And majority of times, if you got good payment history, they'll remove those late payments off your credit report. Yeah, it's a very powerful letter that we use on credit repair clients. The fact of we're sending that goodwill letter to the bureaus, or you send them directly to the collectors. Like Capital One, you write a letter straight to them, telling them that you need this taken off your credit. You send a letter directly to them saying you need to take this off my credit. You take this off my credit. So these are the steps that we go through. Now, the last part of this is I want to show you what's in my kit. I want to show you what's in my kit because it's very important that you go look if you want to get it. It's just for a small fee of only $25. You get all these stuff. Over 30 letters to remove these negative information. You can do it yourself. You pay one time. That's it. A one-time fee of $20. You have this kit. Then you got bankruptcy. Say you got I have a bankruptcy kit. It shows you step by step everything you need to get that bankruptcy off your credit report, because it's something called Pacer. Never heard of them, but it's in there. I'll show you if you get that kit. And if you need my personal help, you need some personal information, I'll put my link down there. If you want to do a free strategy call, I have all this stuff. I want to help you. Repos. We got letters in it for repos, charge off, late payments, student loans. We also have a budgeting worksheet. We also have 2 ebooks to help you show you how to dispute these information, even at a different level. We have a 52-week saving challenge, and we have so many credit. We also have credit rebuilding sources. So it's not just about removing these negative information, but it's also about getting these getting your scores back up to par. Getting your scores up, because if you have to add positive. You got to have this is how your credit report works. You got to have more positive than negative. So the more we knock down the negative, we got to pile on positive. So in that kit, I'll show you how different ways that I use to leverage my credit and my client's credit. Most time I see people, they go out there and buy a $20,000 car to build credit. I tell them, if you need a car, go get a $5,000 car. Make sure they're reporting to all 3 credit bureaus. That will jack your score up, because see, even though you got bad credit, you're not going to be paying so much back at the end of the loan. Your interest rate's going to be high, but you're only borrowing $5,000. So now you're knocking it out even faster. But see, you borrow $20,000 and your interest rate is high. You're paying double for the car. And that's where people fall into the trick bag of how they mess up, and they get in that cycle of not coming out of debt, because they don't understand how this system works. It's a system. See, 35% of your credit report is based on your payment history. That's the most. So you got to build that positive accounts. And I'm done. This is the course. And I'm Rod Brown. Like I said, I'm Rod Brown, the owner of Fresh Start Credit Repair. I have the links down below. If you want to get in touch with me, I can walk you through a free strategy call on how I do it. You also can see I got the link down below also for my credit repair kit. But with my free strategy call, I actually show you, if you need my help, I actually walk through your credit report with you. Show you step by step, line by line, and that's free. It's a free strategy call. And after that, if you want to do it yourself, you can do it yourself. If you say, Mr. Brown, I don't know, I ain't want to do that. I want you to help me. But I just want to give you this information to get to the next level, because I'm tired of seeing, especially people where I've been in your shoes. I understand. And you got these hawks, like these credit repair company, man, they're selling you dreams, and they're telling you this, they're telling you that, and they're promising you this. I'm not making no promise. I'm showing you what you can do yourself. But if you can't do it yourself, because that's what I always tell people, sometimes you can wash your own hair. Why do you go to a hairdresser to wash your hair? Not trying to sell you on my credit repair, but sometimes it's best to go to professional. But if you don't have the financing and you want to learn it yourself, that's why I'm doing this class. You can change your own oil. You can wash your own car. It ain't that hard. But you go to a professional because they are more detailed. They got more strategy. They got more things that they've been doing it longer than you, and they're more thorough. They're more professional than you are. You're gonna have to do it. They have time to do it. This is what I do for a living. I actually, this is my livelihood. But I just want to come in here and show you the steps that it takes to get to the next level in your credit. So check the link below if you want that free strategy call. Also like and share the video, man, if it's been helpful to you. I try to come on here and to give you some positive information.